Hello, now I'm going to explain session number 28, which includes particle in one-dimensional box generalized for three-dimensional potential box and some problems on particle in 1D box. In last session, we had a discussion on particle in 1D box, one-dimensional box. We derived expression for energy, eigenvalues and eigenfunctions. But here, that one-dimensional box, particle for one-dimensional box is generalized to a three-dimensional box. Let us consider a free particle of mass m confined to move non-relativistically in a rectangular box of sides Lx, Ly, Lz. The sides are parallel to the coordinate axis x, y and z. The potential energy of the particle inside the box is 0, that is V equal to 0 inside the box. Hence, the total energy E of the particle is equal to kinetic energy. The Schrodinger equation becomes del square psi plus 2m by h cross of E minus V psi is equal to 0. Here, you have to substitute in place of V equal to 0. So then, if you substitute value of V equal to 0, then the Schrodinger equation 1 will become del square psi plus 2m by h cross E psi equal to 0. So here we consider that as equation number 2. So del is nothing but del is defined as dou square by dou x square plus dou square by dou y square plus dou square y by dou z square. If this operator, del square operator operated on wave function psi, we will get this expression dou square psi by dou x square plus dou square psi by dou y square plus dou square psi by dou z square plus remaining term. So 2me by h cross square psi is equal to 0. So here I have written in place of 2me equal to p square. So that is expression for momentum. P square is equal to 2m into E. Here where E is equal to P square by 2m, and P is the magnitude of the total momentum of the particle. Psi is a function of x, y, and z coordinates. So by solving this differential equation in 3 dimensions, we will get the wave function as psi x is equal to ax sin px by h cross x plus bx cos px by h cross into x. Psi y equal to ay sin py by h cross y plus by cos py by h cross into y. Similarly, psi z is equal to az sin pz by h cross z plus bz cos pz by h cross into z. So now these are the solutions of the second order differential equation. We consider this as equation number 3. So psi x, psi y, psi z are the solutions of this differential equation. Dou square psi by dou x square plus dou square psi by dou y square plus dou square psi by dou z square plus p square by h cross psi equal to 0. So by applying boundary conditions, when x is equal to 0, then x is equal to Lx, y is equal to 0, y is equal to Ly, z is equal to 0, z is equal to Lz. At these points, the wave function psi x is equal to psi y is equal to psi z is equal to 0. So at x is equal to 0, psi x is equal to 0. At y is equal to 0, psi y is equal to 0. At z is equal to 0, psi z is equal to 0. Similarly for at x is equal to Lx, psi x is also 0. At x, y is equal to Ly, psi y is equal to 0. At z is equal to Lz, then psi z is equal to 0. So by using these boundary conditions, we can get values for constants ax, bx, ay, by and az, bz. So we will get the values of bx is equal to by is equal to bz equal to 0. Then we write here, I have written the wave function psi in terms of psi x, psi y, psi z. Then the total wave function psi is equal to product of psi x, psi y, psi z. So by applying boundary conditions, we will get psi x as a sin nx pi by lx into x, psi y as sin ny pi by ly into y, into psi z as sin of nz pi divided by lz into z. So this is psi is total wave function of a particle which is trapped in three-dimensional box, where nx, ny, nz are principal quantum numbers along x-axis, y-axis and z-axis. By using normalization process, we can get an expression for values of a. So that is equal to root 8 by v. So then the wave function, by using normalization process, then this wave function will become psi of nx, ny, nz is equal to under root of 8 by v sin of nx into pi by lx into x into sin of ny into pi divided by ly into y into sin of nz pi divided by lz into z. So this is the expression for wave function for a particle trapped in three-dimensional box, where v is equal to lx into ly into lz. The corresponding eigenvalue of an eigenvalue for a particle is given by equation 9, that is E of nx, ny, nz is equal to pi square h cross square dividing by 2m of nx square by lx square plus ny square by ly square plus nz square by lz square. So this is an expression for eigenvalue for a particle trapped in three-dimensional box of sides lx, ly, lz. Now the equation number 8 represents expression for wave function for a particle in three-dimensional box. Equation number 9 represents the eigenvalue expression for a particle trapped in three-dimensional box. So in one-dimensional box, we use only one quantum number, while in a three-dimensional box, we require three quantum numbers, one corresponding to each coordinates x, y, z. So nx corresponding to x-axis, ny corresponding to y-axis, nz corresponds to z-axis. If nx, ny, nz is equal to 0, then psi is equal to 0. This implies that the absence of a particle inside the box. If you substitute nx equal to ny equal to nz is equal to 0, then psi of the wave function will become 0. That means it indicates absence of particle within the box, which is not physically acceptable. Hence, none of the quantum number can be 0. The ground state corresponding to nx is equal to ny is equal to nz, that is equal to 1. So ground state is corresponding to nx equal to 1, ny equal to 1, nz is equal to 1. For a single value of energy or a momentum, there are three different quantum states. The property of two or more quantum states of a particle having different sets of quantum numbers and different eigenfunctions to have the same value of momentum and energy is called degeneracy. So this is about a particle in one-dimensional box is generalized to a three-dimensional box. Then we move on to the problems on particle in one-dimensional box. First problem: an electron is constrained in a one-dimensional box of side 1 nanometer. Obtain the first three eigenvalues in electron volt. So this is our problem. They given L is given, so length of the box is given, that is 1 nanometer. We have to find out first three eigenvalues in electron volts. The eigenvalue of energy are given by expression for eigenvalue is given by En is equal to n square h cross h square divided by n square h square divided by 8 ml square. So you have to substitute here for first ground state n is equal to 1, second energy state n is equal to 2, third energy level is n for corresponds to n is equal to 3. First ground state, first energy level E1 is equal to, substitute n is equal to 1 and h is equal to 6.625 into 10 raised to minus 34 joule second. dividing by 8 into pi m. M is mass of electron, 9.1 into 10 raised to minus 31. Sorry, the mass of electron is 9.1 into 10 raised to minus 31 into mass of into length of the box. So here we substituted the values of n is equal to 1, the value of h is equal to 6.625 into 10 raised to minus 34, m as 9.1 into 10 raised to minus 31 kg, and L is given, that is 1 nanometer, that is equal to 10 power of minus 9 meter. So if you substitute the values of n, h, m and L, we will get the first eigenvalue is equal to 0.377 electron volt in terms of electron volts. The second and third eigenvalues of energy are E2 is equal to 2 square into E1 value. 2 square into E1. So if you multiply by 4 into 4 0.377, we will get 1.508 in terms of electron volt. And E3 is equal to 3 square into E1. So 3 square into E1 value is 0.377. So the total value of third state is equal to 3.393 electron volt. So this is how we can find out the energy eigenvalues for different states. Second problem. A proton is confined to a nucleus of radius 10 raised to minus 14 meter. Calculate the lowest energy and also the next two energy eigenvalues of the proton. The given mass of the proton is equal to 1.67 into 10 raised to minus 27 kg. In this problem also we have to use same expression, energy expression, En is equal to n square h square divided by 8ml square. Here for ground state, for lowest energy state, we have to substitute value of n is equal to 1. Next two energy eigenvalues, that is corresponding to n is equal to 2 and n is equal to 3. For lowest energy, substitute value of n is equal to 1 and substitute the value of h. M is given 1.67 into 10 raised to minus 27 and L is given, that is equal to 10 raised to minus 14 meter. So by substituting all the values of n, h, m, L, we will get the value of E1, that is lowest energy, is equal to 2.05 MeV. The second energy level state, higher energy, next energy level is second energy eigenvalue. So that is E2 is equal to 2 square into first energy E1. So 2 square into E1, that is 2.05, we will get 8.2 mega electron volt. And E3 is equal to 3 square into E1. E1 is equal to 2.05. So if you multiply 3 square into 2.05, you will get 18.45 mega electron volt. Next, problem number 3. An eigenvalue of an electron confined to a one-dimensional box of length 0.2 nanometer is 150 electron volt. What is the order of the excited state? In this problem, they are given energy eigenvalue of a particle electron, that is equal to 150 electron volt, and L is given 0.2 nanometer and mass is given 9.1 into 10 raised to minus 31 kg. You have to find out value of n here. You have to find out value of n. So n is equal to n square is equal to 8 ml square En by h square. By substituting all the values of m, L and En and h, you will get the value of n is equal to 4. By knowing energy values and length and mass of an electron, we can find out eigenstate of the particle, order of eigenstate, that is equal to n is equal to 4. So in this session, we came to know about applications of Schrodinger wave equation, that is particle in one-dimensional box generalized to a three-dimensional box, and problems on particle in one-dimensional box, potential box. That's all for this session. Thank you.